I said I cannot marry you. Number one, you are an illiterate, uneducated. You cannot speak confidently. You are very boring. You are not even romantic. And you are too old for me. Emma felt like fainting. So it took you how many years to notice all these things? After chopping my money, I'm giving you are collecting. I'm giving you money for food, paying your school fees, investing in your life, and you are telling me this because of one small boy. That small boy is 10 times better than you. She fired back. He is everything that you can never be. She started dressing up hurriedly. I don't even know why I'm talking to you or explaining myself. I will not marry you, period. If it's because of the money you spent, don't worry. My Bola will pay you back every single dime. She picked up her bag and stormed out. Omar was a beautiful young woman of 26 years with the striking looks of her mother. They even looked more like sisters than mother and daughter. She was her mother's only child, educated and successful. Effa, her mother, had made sure that her daughter had lacked nothing, and to God be the glory, Omar had turned out well. You see, Omar was not just an only child. She had grown up without knowing who her father was. All she had was her mother. Her mother was both father, mother, brother, and sister to her. Growing up was not easy for her. She had felt the highest form of loneliness, and that was why on her top priorities as a growing girl was getting married early and having a very big family, at least 7 children. Now, the girl had become a woman. She had come to the time of her life when she wanted to settle down and create that big family she had always dreamed of. But there was a problem. Considering all the toxic marriages she had seen and heard about, how would she choose a good man? Especially when there were 2 men placed right in front of her. It worried her day and night. She sat in her mother's living room one night thinking about her life. It was 1 a.m. Every normal person should be asleep. But how could Omar sleep when she had a very important life-changing decision to make? She was still lost in thoughts when her mother stepped into the living room and was surprised to see her there. Effa looked at her daughter. "What is wrong, my dear?" she asked as she sat beside her. Omar, who had been looking for how to pour out her confused heart, did not even wait to be cajoled. "Mama, I am really confused. I need your advice on what to do." She hesitated. "Talk to me," her mother urged, now becoming worried. "Mama," Omar began, "there's this man I have been seeing. I don't really love him like that. He's a bit older than me, but he has money. Mama, this man has money, plenty money. He is kind and gives me whatever it is that I want. All I need to do is to ask, and he will make it happen. In fact, even if I don't ask, and my mood just looks somehow, he sends me money. He take me out, go for shopping, anything. Then there's this other guy. He's fine and young, but he's just starting life and does not have much, but he has prospects though. And I really like him." "Okay," Effa replied. "So what exactly is the problem here? Go for the one you love now." "Mama, it's complicated. I'm sure that Emeka really loves me. He's really nice and takes care of me. But I'm not very sure about Kunle. I'm the one always calling and texting him. Buying him things with money Emeka gives me. Oh. Mommy, it feels like I'm forcing myself on him." Omar was close to tears. Effa looked at her daughter long and hard, memories long buried surfacing. Now let me understand this. You love this Kunle, but you are not sure he feels the same way about you, but he is what you think you desire in a man. And there is Emeka who loves you and showers you with gifts, but you don't love him because he is older. Omar nodded. Effa smiled bitterly and shook her head. History was about to repeat itself. Now, listen, my dear, she began. Sometimes in life, we don't value what we have until we lose it. We get carried away and ultimately lost in the deadly storm of passion and lust and become blinded by it. A wise person does not learn from his or her mistakes alone. They learn from the mistakes of others. Omar looked at her mother and saw the pain and sadness in her eyes. Are you all right, mother? Effa nodded. I'm well. But there's something I've never told you before. Your father and I. Omar looked up surprised. Her mother never talked about him. She had not even mistakenly mentioned him. And whenever Omar tried to ask, Effa became tensed and angry, so she stopped asking. I'm sure you all want to hear Effa's story. Oh yeah, open your ears, let me tell you. Effa was the last child and the only daughter of her parents. She was loved and deeply pampered. Not because her parents were wealthy, they were not, but they cherished her. Why not? She was the last child and the only girl amongst 3 boys. Her parents made sure she never lacked. Effa believed they showered her with extra affection because she was beautiful, fair-skinned like her mother, and intelligent. And yes, she truly was. Very, very intelligent, top of her class. Wherever she entered, she outshined everyone. It was impossible to have Effa in a room and not notice her. Her father used to brag openly about her. He would say that any man who wanted to marry his daughter would pay a heavy dowry, double of what was the normal, because she was a rare combination of beauty, brains, and domestic sense. By the age of 16, Effa already had several suitors, but marriage was the last thing on her mind. She wanted to go to school, and her father supported that idea big time. Her brothers had no interest in education. Like many Igbo boys, they wanted to trade, make money, build businesses. After completing secondary school, their father sent them off to Onitsha to serve different businessmen as apprentices. They were expected to serve for 7 years, after which their masters would settle down with enough capital to start their own businesses. They had their lives already planned out and they loved it that way. Effa's parents struggled but managed. Her mother was the dressmaker, while her father ran a palm wine business. He tapped the wine himself every morning and evening, ensuring it was always fresh. Then, one unfortunate day changed everything. It had rained heavily the night before. Her father knew it was dangerous to climb a palm tree after rainfall because the trunk would be slippery. But a customer had already paid for a keg of palm wine for his son's naming ceremony, and her father was a man of his word. He hated to disappoint, and so he climbed the tree anyway. Though he managed to tap the wine, but he slipped on his way down and fell. The injury was severe. He broke his spinal cord and never walked again. That day, not only Effa's father fell, Effa's dream of higher education fell too and crushed. Her mother's dressmaking income would barely feed the family, let alone pay school fees. Education slowly became a fantasy. It became a dream that felt so unattainable for Effa. By the time she was 18, nothing good seemed to be happening. At that point, Effa was confused. She was desperate, and so she made a decision. If going to school was not going to happen, then she would have to settle for marriage and just leave the village entirely. She wanted to leave. You see, Effa was a village girl with big dreams. Dreams of the city, dressed in fine clothes like other girls, a larger world, just like she sees on magazines and those home videos she watches in her father's small box television. Her father did not buy it. He felt so sad and broken. Look at his beautiful, intelligent daughter. His pride, ready to settle for marriage just because he could not afford to give her the education she deserved. My daughter, don't marry yet. I will sell my land in Ogoji if I have to. He pleaded with her on the day she told him her plan. Effa smiled calmly. Father, I know you love me and want the best for me. But to be honest, selling the land is not a good idea. That land is all your father left behind for you. And you have 3 sons. What would they inherit if you sell that land? Besides, the money realized from the sale of land will not take me past my 2nd year. University is very expensive. Effa's father felt so heartbroken. He felt so bad, especially because he knew his daughter was right. Effa insisted on getting married, and her parents had no choice but to agree with her. Among her many suitors, she chose Ima. The man had been coming for her hand for a long time now. He was from the same village, but he was a little bit much older. He had left long ago and returned as a successful trader in Onitsha, ready to take a wife. When Ima approached her father the first time, the man refused and insisted that Effa must go to school before marriage. And so Ima went his merry way. Then, some years later, as if he knew that Effa was going to change her mind, he showed up again. This time, he promised to sponsor Effa's education fully and wait until she graduated before marrying her. Effa's father was skeptical. He was not too comfortable with that plan. I know I don't have money, Effa, but I'm not comfortable with this. I have a strong feeling that this will not go well. Effa cried. Why, father? This is my chance. The chance I have prayed for all these years, and God has finally answered my prayers, and you want me to remain tied down here? Father, please. I know why I'm saying this, Effa. You rejected this man before. Now you suddenly want to marry him because he promised to send you to school. If this man pays for your education, you know that you must marry him. Effa nodded almost aggressively. Her father saw that she was thrilled. She was super excited. And so, after a series of discussions with Effa's mother, he finally agreed to give his blessings. Weeks later, all the preparations were made. Ima and his family came for introduction, and Effa became engaged. The day she stepped onto the university campus was the happiest day of her life. Ima had paid for her accommodation, tuition, books, food, changed her wardrobe, every single thing. He made sure that she lacked nothing. Ima loved her deeply, almost too much. Ima was not educated. He never had the chance to attend university himself, and so he was determined that his wife would be educated. Hence, he made sure that Effa had everything she needed to study. He left no stone unturned. He called her every morning and night, advised her against distractions, and constantly reminded her that she could ask him for anything that she wanted. He trusted her completely. Effa was living the life. The first month in school was stressful, as usual. Registration queues were endless, and the sun was always brutal. It was on one of those exhausting days that she met Bola. Bola was young, tall, dark, handsome, and smelled really nice. He approached her in the school canteen, where she went to refresh herself after spending the whole day on her feet. He introduced himself as one of the executive members of the student union government. "You're a freshman, right?" he asked. Effa nodded in affirmation. He smiled again. "Judging by your looks, I can see you are still innocent." Effa looked at herself from head to toe, suddenly feeling shy. She smiled back. His smiles captivated her. His attention excited her. He urged her to call him if she ever needed anything. Said he was willing to show her around the school if she wanted. The thought of having this kind of attention and freedom excited Effa, so they exchanged phone numbers. From that day, Bola and Effa became friends. He was in his final year, and she felt on top of the world. A freshman, hanging out with a final year student. She was made. Before you knew it, things started getting out of hand. He started giving her random kisses, a little touch here and there, showered her with praises. She knew what she was doing was wrong, but she got carried away. She started buying him expensive gifts, sending him food items, and whenever he needed money, she would lie to him, telling him that she needed to pay for some course outlines. And when he sends the money, she would give everything to Bola. She became his personal ATM cash dispenser. And all she got from him was a sprinkle of sweet talk and 200 naira worth plate of beans and roasted plantains once in a blue moon. Her roommates, who happened to have become close friends with her, noticed that she had changed completely. She stopped walking with them to lectures. She started dressing differently, always smiling and busy with her phone. That is, even when she managed to spend small time in her room, because she was always in Bola's house. One afternoon, after a long lecture, her closest friend, Kemi, came to sit beside her on her bed. "Effa, I beg you. It's not that we are trying to gossip or anything, but we want to ask you something important. What is really going on with this Bola guy you're always with?" Kemi asked carefully. Effa rolled her eyes. "Why are you asking?" "I'm not asking because I'm bored or because I want to gossip," Kemi said. "I'm asking because I care. That boy is not serious." Another friend, Zainab, nodded. "That's true, Effa. We've heard a lot about that guy. He has a reputation. He moves from girl to girl. Today it's you. Tomorrow it will be someone else." Effa laughed. "So now, you're all experts on men, Abi. You now go around talking about me and my man behind my back, Abi." "Effa, don't Effa me." Effa cut in. "Is it because he's a final year student or because he's popular? Say the truth, you people are just jealous." That hurts them. Kemi hissed. "Jealous of what? Effa, we're just saying to be careful. You're engaged to this guy who does literally everything for you. You said so yourself. This is how you want to pay him back. What is wrong with you?" Effa stood up angrily. "Have I ever asked any of you for relationship advice? No. Have I ever contributed or given you advice on how to run your relationship? The answer is still no. So please, I beg you in the name of God or whatever it is that you worship, mind your business and focus on your own relationship. I beg." From that day, the distance grew. Her roommates swallowed the insults with water and learned to mind their business. As for Effa, she became fully invested in the relationship, but she kept it all from Emma. Of course, she knew that there would be problem if he found out. She needed his money, and she felt that if she was smart enough, he would never have to find out. Guess what? She told Bola all about Emma. "Don't worry, my love," she said. "I will soon break up with him. I just need him to sponsor my education. That is why I'm still with him," she said on the day she told him. Bola frowned. "I don't like this so. You know how much I love you, and I don't like to share you with anyone, especially a rich man that is flaunting his money all over the place." Effa laughed foolishly and pledged her undying loyalty to him. "I'm all yours, my love. No one can take me away from you." That day, just to prove to Bola that she totally belonged to him, she slept with him. Mind you, Effa had never slept with Emma, so she was supposed to still be a virgin. She had totally refused to let Emma even touch her, said she would wait until they got married. Emma agreed to wait, but see Effa, she very happily gave herself to Bola. She thought Bola was very romantic. He always praised her beauty, gave her all his time. They played a lot together. She was very free with him. He saw her eagerness to see the world, so they were always going out, partying, all the bills, of course, on her. Bola was the life of the party. By the time she was in her second year, she was already initiated and fully immersed into the world of partying. Meanwhile, red flags were flying around, but Effa refused to acknowledge them. On countless occasions, she caught him red-handed with different girls, and each time he would go down on his knees and cry, "These girls don't mean anything to me, my love. Please, don't leave me. You are the air that I breathe. I can't live without you." Effa would cry with him, and in the end, she would forgive him. During the holidays, she was forced. When I say forced, I mean forced to stay with Emma. She would pretend to be the quiet girl he was going to marry. To Effa, Emma was too boring. His jokes, no matter how much he tried to sugarcoat them, were never funny to her. To crown it all, she thought that he was not as romantic as Bola. Not like she gave him any chance to be. And when he went out to work, she would also sneak out to meet Bola. Sometimes even bring him home, and where they will run their shenanigans. Fast forward to 2 years later. Bola had graduated a few years back, but was still living around the school. He told Effa that he was still around because it would be difficult to stay away from her. "I can't live without you, my angel." Effa was thrilled. How did I get so lucky? She asked herself countless times. Then one day, Bola proposed to her, and without thinking, she accepted. By then, she was already in her final year, so there was no cause for alarm. She decided to break things off with Emma immediately. But Bola refused. "That is a bad idea, my love," he said. "Why?" she asked, looking surprised. "I thought you could not wait for me to end things with him. I'm already in my final year. This is the best time to do so." "We have to be wise," Bola said. "You will be patient so that we can get some more money from him. Maybe save up a little money so that we can start our own lives together." The idea made so much sense to Effa. She agreed. Emma started having doubts and suspicions, but every single time she would sweetly assure him that she could not leave him. He loved her, and had invested a lot in the relationship already. So he believed her. Even if no one believed him, he will be forced to believe. One day, she went to spend the weekend at Emma's place. Bola never called her when she was with him normally. Instead, he would send WhatsApp messages. That day, she had gone to have a bath, and normally, Emma had never checked her phone, so she just felt free to leave her phone on the bed beside him. She had promised to send Bola some money that day. I guess our brother became impatient and started bombarding her with messages. From the bathroom, Effa could hear her phone beeping to an incoming message. The messages were coming non-stop. She started panicking. Emma was sitting right beside her phone. She had to rush her bath. Immediately she came out, her fears came to pass. Emma was sitting on the bed, her phone in his hand, his face masked in pain and disappointment. "What is this, Effa?" he asked. Instead of her to feel remorseful, she saw it as the perfect opportunity to get rid of him, so she lashed out at him angrily. "Why did you touch my phone?" "Answer my question," Emma said, his voice shaking. "Who is Bola?" "So you went through my messages, eh?" she retorted. "You have not answered my question, and I did not go through anything. Your phone kept shouting and shouting, and I saw the nonsense you people are discussing." "So?" she said boldly. Emma stood up. "Effa, I am your fiance. I saw another man's message on your phone, and I'm talking to you. You are asking me so?" That was when she exploded. "What do you want me to see? In fact, it's even good that you saw it. Maybe that's how God wants it to be. Because I cannot marry you, Emma." Emma was shocked. "What did you say?" "I said I cannot marry you. Number one, you are an illiterate, uneducated. You cannot speak confidently. You are very boring. You are not even romantic. And you are too old for me." Emma felt like fainting. "So it took you how many years to notice all these things? After chopping my money, I'm giving you, you are collecting. I'm giving you money for food, paying your school fees, investing in your life, and you are telling me this because of one small boy. That small boy is 10 times better than you," she fired back. "He is everything that you can never be." She started dressing up hurriedly. "I don't even know why I'm talking to you or explaining myself. I will not marry you, period. If it's because of the money you spent, don't worry. My Bola will pay you back every single dime." She picked up her bag and stormed out. Emma was speechless. He watched her leave, unable to comprehend what had just happened. When her father heard what she had done, he was furious. Her mother begged her not to bring shame to the family. "What will people say about us if you do this, Effa? How will I be able to speak among the women in this village? This man has done so much for you. Why are you suddenly behaving this way? Eh? You were the one that said you wanted to marry this man in the first place. Why are you doing this now?" She cried, but all her pleas fell on deaf ears. Her father, in his anger, swore to never accept any dowry from any man for her hand in marriage. "I warned you, Effa. When Emma came with his people, I warned you. Did I not?" "Father, this was not my intention. I fell in love with Bola. How can one control the heart?" Her father looked at her and shook his head. "You fell in love with another man, and you continued taking his money. You cannot marry him because he's not romantic enough, but his pocket is romantic. You were not in love, Effa. You were wicked. Did I say you were? You are wicked and desperate. Deceived a man. Kept him waiting for years. What have you become, Effa? This is not the intelligent daughter I raised. This is not the intelligent child I boasted about. Mark my words today. You will regret this. Effa was shocked. She had never seen her father this angry at anyone, not to talk of being angry at her. His words and the gravity of what she had done began to sink into her head. But at this point, she had no idea what to do. Things had escalated beyond control already. Even if she went to ask Emma for forgiveness, which she truly did not want to, he would never take her back, not after all the things she had said to him. To make matters worse, Emma never hassled her parents to repay all that he had spent. It is not your fault, was all he could say to her father. And to Effa, the only thing Emma said to her was, everyone received the reward for their wickedness. That's all. Effa felt so guilty. She wished Emma would do more. Maybe shout or, get angry and all of that. Maybe then her mind would be at rest. Effa cried so much that night. She could not eat or sleep even. She tried to reach Bola at least to get comfort. But his phone was still unreachable. It had been so all day. Bola had mentioned earlier that he wanted to visit his mother the same day she had been summoned home. And since then, his phone had been unreachable. After he left, his phone lines were staying switched off. Effa also had her own issues to worry about, so she did not give it much thought. Until now, she needed to speak to him and he was still unreachable. She started to panic. What if something had happened? Was he in an accident? Is he sick? Thoughts began to play in her head. She had to sneak off to school the next day. Even till then, she had still not heard from him. Her worries skyrocketed. That was when she realized that in all the years they had been together, she did not know any member of his family. Not a sister, not a brother. So there was no one to call. She realized her folly. She decided to go to his house in case anyone had heard anything. She reached his place, only to find it empty, cleared out. One of his neighbors who knew her well was surprised to see her. Effa, this one you came here, hope no problem. Abi, you are missing Bola already. Effa was confused. I don't understand. Missing Bola, how? Did something happen to him? The neighbor looked confused. She looked around as if looking for someone to help her confirm that Effa was not losing her mind. I don't understand. Are you saying that you are not aware that Bola has traveled out? Effa's world tilted. Her brains nearly exploded. Bola did what? The neighbor exclaimed. You did not know? Ha, chai. He has traveled out since 3 days ago now. Amebo neighbor's voice faded as Effa tried to grasp what was going on. She saw the way the other neighbors who had come out were now looking at her. She had never felt so embarrassed in her entire existence. She begged the ground to open and just swallow her. Bola still lived in a student's off-campus lodge, and every student who lived there were watching the drama unfolding before them. Effa knew that in less than 10 minutes, her story will be all over the school. She quietly swallowed her pride, turned, and left the compound. Effa sat on her bed that night, trying to figure out what she had done to herself. Apparently, Bola had used her to fund his lifestyle, get a visa, and jackpot. he had never loved her. All she thought that he felt for her had been a big fat lie. Her roommates did not say a single thing. Effa cried so hard with no one to even tell her one small sorry. Going back to Omar was not even an option. Even then, deep in her heart, she knew that she deserved it. While she was playing the man who truly loved her, the man who she loved was playing her too. After the whole episode, a few months later, Effa discovered that she was pregnant. Her father disowned her out of anger. "You have brought shame to this family," he said bitterly. Her school uncle, Effa did not graduate now. There were just too many carryovers enough to share for a full family of 20. Where would she start from? Effa gave up immediately. She really suffered though. Thank God for her brothers and her mother who took pity on her and took care of her. As for Bola, she never ever heard from him again. Now, 26 years later, her daughter was about to make the same mistakes she made. Effa was nearly in tears by the time she finished telling Omar her story. "My dear Omar," she said, "you are a smart girl and you should learn from my mistakes. If you know you don't love Emeka, let him go. If you don't love him enough to marry him, then you have no business taking his money or accepting the things he gives you." Omar heaved a deep sigh. "Is that why you never got married?" she asked her mother. Effa smiled weakly. "I guess it's karma. I never got a reasonable suitor since then. However, I have accepted my fate and given you all the love I have to give." She looked at her daughter with tears in her eyes. "I love you very much, my baby. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. Be very careful. You see that Kunle? He does not love you. Ditch him somewhere. Move on." Omar lay in bed that night, thinking about the things she had heard from her mother. There and then, she made her decision. She would not force a man to love her, and at the same time, she would not settle for less because of material wealth. She would live her life and wait. Perhaps very soon, she would find the one who she truly loved and would love her right back. Hey lovers, thank you for listening to this story. If you're new here, welcome to our community. I hope you enjoyed listening to this story as much as I enjoyed creating it. Meanwhile, I want to say a big thank you to all my supporters, every single one of you who have encouraged me to keep pushing. A big shout out to all of you who kept checking up on me and drew me out when I felt like giving up. You may not know this, but you all gave me strength I did not know I had in me. 2025 was a very beautiful year, regardless of all the wahala that came my way. And you, my lovers, are a very big part of my year, a big part I cannot fail to acknowledge. Thank you for always showing up. The year is almost ended, and you know my New Year resolution to put out more videos come 2026. It will be a go hard or go home season, and your story guru is choosing to go hard. I'll take my leave now, but before then, you know how we do it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Bye.